K6LGL, WB6MWL. I got a good copy on you there, Skip.
Wow, you're also close to frequency. There was somebody tuning up that didn't identify. Hi, Jay. Good evening to you. I don't hear anybody but you right now. I don't hear MWL, and I noticed the noise floor dropped here. It's more quiet, but almost the next unit. Those things over there, and maybe we could stir up something there. WB6MWL, 26L.
Yeah, I heard, K2LMQ, in there, a minute ago, but he was off frequency. He was down a little bit from where you were. So, maybe he'll do it.
Yeah, it warmed up today, finally. We got a little sunshine here, and it got up to about 62 here, so a little bit better. Boy, there is a lot of snow on these mountains out here, over.
Oh, you bet. There's still snowing and all that. It dried up here, and looks like they probably won't get any till the weekend anyway. Look forward. Well, there was somebody off frequency about a half a KC off at least, so I think, let's see if anybody else. I'm pretty close to 95 there on my 902 DM there. It's generally pretty close, within about 30-40 cycles of the frequency. So anybody else with us on that K6LGL and WB6MWL?
November 6th, Whiskey Hotel Kilo, and I don't know where I'm at. My K2LMQ.
Well, good evening to you. So that makes three of us now. I gave you a call a little earlier, but I guess you haven't been tuning up. Okay. How are you copying Jay there in the Inland Empire?
I'm copying Jay perfect, no problem at all. No, I was probably on the computer or talking with some of my guys on a 2-meter rig. One of them was going to the store. He'll be here in a minute or so. We were talking about it. He just got a 7300, and we were talking about it. So I was over there on the other bench, Skip, N6WHA, K2LMQ.
Hello, Paul. Good evening to you. K2LMQ, welcome aboard. Hey, good to hear you. Nice, strong signal. So, Paul, go ahead and take one, and then let's give KW6G a call, because I haven't heard Charles yet. So, Paul, good evening to you down there from Arizona. K6 Little Green Light and the Earlies. Not the Earlies, the regulars.
Okay, K6LGL in the group, K2LMQ. All righty, fine and dandy. Good evening to all. This is Paul, K2LMQ in Kingman. Everybody sounds good here. I'm on the C line with the SB200, and we here in Arizona we had 9 inches of snow, so that was good. We loved it. A lot of it washed off today or went away. We had a lot of sunshine. So go ahead and toss it around, Skip. I'm in. K6LGL, K2LMQ. KW60.
Okay, I thought I may have heard Charles and Paul, give Charles a call and see if that was him. He's not too strong in here. K6LGL.
Yeah, Charles, are you around? Charles, are you there? KW6G, K2LMQ.
Yeah, K2LMQ, KW6G. We're here. We're a little late. Sorry about that, guys. I was in the other room making a cup of coffee. So, I'll let Skip take it. Paul, you're 5'9", 5'9" plus, and Skip is about 5'6", 5'7". So, go ahead, Skip. K6LGL in the group, KW6G.
Okay, good evening to you, Charles. Yeah, I guess you're running a little late, but that's okay. You know, these nets are not known for their precision and probably hope it never will be. They're always trying to give a little latitude. That's what makes them so much fun. All right. What I have on the list besides myself, I have WB6MWL, Jay there, from Claremont in the Inland Empire. N6WHK, Phil there, from La Mesa, San Diego. K2LMQ, Paul there, near Kingman, and yourself. So let's see if there's anybody else for the Drake net. K6 Little Green Light, Santa Monica by the Bay.
W6 Yankee Echo Chunk.
Well, there's Cousin George, W6YEC. Good to hear you, George. Go ahead and tell us what's going on there in Lemon Grove. K6 Little Green Light, then turn it back to Charles.
Yeah, okay, I heard Charles in there, and I heard Charles in there, and Jay, good signal. Yeah, I was fooling around here trying to get my radio working. We're on a different radio tonight. I picked up a 7300 today. For what reason? Don't ask me, because I don't have an answer, but anyway. I got one, and I've been learning it. Figured all these guys that have them, I've been helping. I need to have one so I can really know the radio. And so I've got it working on FT8 and got it working here tonight. A little challenging going back and forth, getting the mic back on, but I got it. We're using the PR40 with it and driving the Dentron here tonight. So we're on ICOM equipment this evening, but still loving Drake. So anyway, over to you, Charles. Let's see how we're doing up there in your neck of the woods. KW6G, W6YEC.
W6YEC in the group, KW6G, 5 business, George 59 plus here this evening. Nice signal and good audio from the ICOM 7300. I have an early version of that on the main bench here, right above the 7610, which is, you know, a little more advanced version of the 7300. Both SDR transceivers. Yeah, once you learn the menus, those are pretty nice rigs. They sold an awful lot of them. ICOM has 7300. That's a very popular rig and good performer. I like mine. I just like the 7610 better because it's a little more flexible and has a better screen, and you know, it has 2 receivers at the same time if you want it. So anyway, that's about it from here. And let's see. Good evening to Paul. Good evening to Phil. Good evening to Jay. And I'll let Skip finish taking the earlies here, and then we'll get started here. Go ahead, Skip. K6LG on the group. KW6G.
Okay, Charles, very good. KW6G and George, congratulations on the 7300. Yeah, that was probably one of the most successful radios of the 21st century for good old ICOM. Sold thousands of those. And they probably made pretty good money on it. So I don't think they did as well on the 7610 there. Okay, congratulations on that. So, let's turn it over to Jay. Jay, what you've been up to? Did you get any dusting of snow up there? I understand the higher elevations in the foothills of San Gabriel's and San Bernardino's got a little dusting of snow. And Jay, the other Jay in Hesperia said he had about 4 inches there, but then, you know, he's out there in the high desert. WB6MWL, then I guess pass it over to Phil, and then Phil over to K2LMQ, and then over to George, W6YEC. K6, little green light.
Yeah, okay, Skip. K6LGL, WB6MWL. Very good. Yeah, the governor has authorized the National Guard to go into the mountains there. The choppers were going over here today, the Blackhawks. They were taking Blackhawks up into there to get help to a lot of those people that are snowed in. So I saw several of them going over here. Boy, those things are pretty loud. I think they're coming out of Los Alamitos or down that way somewhere. But yeah, there's people that are pretty desperate up there. So they're. I don't think there's been that much snow in the mountains here. I don't know. I can't remember. I know there was a lot of snow in '89, but up in the mountains. But I don't think it was this much. It's hard to remember. But anyway, was pretty nice here today, 62 degrees and wall-to-wall sunshine. So I guess the storms are gone for a while there anyway. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, George, I guess you're on the 7300. It sounds good. Here, most all of those seem to have pretty good audio. It sounds pretty good. I've heard a few of them, though, that people misadjusted, and they can be horrible sounding, but you just have to adjust them right, I guess. Anyway, over to you, Phil. N6WHK, WB6MWL.
WB6MWL, November 6th, Whiskey Hotel Kilo. Yeah, I like my little 7300. I like all the rigs I have here. They all work very well. The only one I have a problem with is this Swan that I'm working, and I enjoy it. I like the looks of it. It's a good-looking radio, I think, as far as radios go. Well, I tried to go outside today and do some work out in the backyard. I went out to do landmine patrol, because I've got a little puppy here, not a little puppy, but a several-year-old dog, and I kept taking in the mud all the way up to my shoes tops. So I figured that's enough outside work for the day. So I got done a little bit inside, killed time until 11 o'clock. I had somebody coming at 11. Then I went down to a little town next to it and done a little shopping and got gas. Boy, that was a sticker shock. $50 for a little bit of gas. Oh, good Lord of mercy. Anyway, let's turn it on over to our friend up there in Arizona, where he's got snow on the ground outside his door. K2LMQ and 6WHK. Yeah, fine, Phil. Hello, N6WHK in the group. K2LMQ, fine, good copy all around. As someone said earlier, signal's not very strong, but they're there, and no QRM, so everything's fine here. Phil, you sound so much better. That's good. So I guess you're getting through the sore throat stage and everything, but you sound great, and a lot better than you did. George, fine on the 7300. I don't have anything. The last new rig or somewhat new rig that I bought, not counting the early stuff, was an IC706, and that had been 22, 23 years ago. So good, I'm glad you're enjoying it and everything. So as I said before, we had about 9 inches of snow here, which is good. A lot of it's gone already, but it certainly will make the springtime nice and help with the summer drought here. But we got off easy because up at Flagstaff, 130 miles from here, that's way up in the mountains, but they had 3 feet of snow on this one, 3 feet. So I'll take what we have here and love it. So that's the story here. Again, I'm on the sea line with the SP200 in the inverted bay at 75 feet, and getting set to do a little bit of hamming this weekend and be setting some stuff up and what have you. There's the novice roundup and another get-together for the vintage CW stuff. And that's it. So George, pick it up. W6YEC, K2LMQ.
Okay, and then let's see, do I give it back to Charles? Is that right?
You got me.
No, I got mine that's about 65 feet high all the way around equally. And it could be a foot and a half lower on one side.
Okay, I wasn't sure because I wasn't sure where Paul came in. I thought it was up to me. But anyway, let me, he gave it to me. I'm going to write it down there. K2LMQ.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Very good on everything. Good to hear everybody. Nice, pretty good signals tonight.
How you gonna feel?
Get better. I guess pretty soon we're gonna have by an hour. Spring. What is it? Spring forward. So we'll have to see how things go. Anyway, yeah, this is kind of interesting radio. It's a lot of fun. I didn't think I'd really like it. It's too small for me, really. And all that touch screen and all. But once you get used to it, it's not too shabby. And there is certainly a lot of them out there. Phil, I downloaded the paperwork that gives you instructions and all of that, and tells you what the updates are on the firmware. And there is one more update. You have 4.0. There's 4.1.
Yeah.
So I just downloaded that. So all I need to do is put that little SD card in there and then save it, to the SD card. I'll go over those instructions, make sure I do it right. And they talk about backing up what you got in case you mess up. So we'll look that over and see what to do on it. Anyway, it's been kind of a day fooling with this. Been in the office, finished up at that tree. The guys came back and finished cutting up the rest of the tree. And one of my friends is going to pick up the big wood because he loves to chop wood. I've got some smaller pieces I can put in my log splitter and use on the fireplace. But they sure did mess up my property in the back there. It's just got big gouges, and it was so beautiful with the grass, so green, everything was so smooth. And I was not happy. I told them, they did try to shovel it, but it didn't fill up the holes that they created with their heavy equipment. That shouldn't have been down there. So anyway, they might come back. He talked about coming back. I might have them come back and do some more shoveling. I need to bring some dirt in and fill in the cracks. Anyway, I've got a memorial service tomorrow. One of my daughter-in-law lives next door. Her mom passed, and we have a memorial tomorrow. Then there's a baby shower for her, for Serena tomorrow. Saturday. So we have family coming down. Women will be involved with that. And then let's see, we've got a birthday party. On Sunday. So a Memorial Friday, shower on Saturday, and a birthday party on Sunday. So that's what's happening with the family this weekend. All righty. Well, I got my 7600 offline. I put this, instead of having both radios here, I just decided to put this on and play with it, get used to it. Thanks for the reports. I appreciate it. I've got the audio turned down to about 50. Looks pretty good on the ALC. And I've got the power tuned down to drive the amplifier so it's not driven full. About 700 watts on peak. So that's sufficient. Anyway, let me give it back to Charles and we'll see how we're doing here. KW6G, W6YZ.
Yeah, W6YZ, KW6G. You're still 5 and 9, George. No problem at all. Let me mention to you with regard to the 7300, DX Engineering has a really good video on how to update firmware for Icon radios. And it tells you how to do it and shows you how to do it. The guy sits there and does it in front of you. So if you're wondering, how that works, you might want to take a look at that. It's on their website. A lot of these guys that run the 7300, you talk about it does have a small screen, so you can get an external monitor, like a 12-inch monitor or something like that. Fairly cheap, and off Amazon or something. Plug it in the back with a proper cable, and it works a whole lot better that way. I have one hooked into my 7600. I think it's like an 18-inch monitor or something sitting on top of the amp here. It helps when you're trying to see little details on the screen. Anyway, we had snow on Mount Diablo here in the Bay Area this week. Snow down to 800 feet. and it's still there. And we had snow at my Lake QTH, but I don't think much of it's there. At the 1,400 feet up there, North Auburn. And a friend of mine drove from Moore Park in the LA area to his brother's house in El Cerrito yesterday and had to go around by way of Santa Barbara. It's an 11-hour drive, and so they got I guess the highway is I-5 and Street Line closed. So it's there's a lot of snow, kind of unusual. Going unusual here, that's for sure.
Now, 12 might
Let's see what else. Let's talk a little bit about solar conditions. That may not be in all that good a shape tonight because solar flux index is still at 169. The A is now at 9, but K is at 4, so it means the absorption might be a little high. K went up to 7 the other day, and the A index climbed to over, I believe it was over 100 at the max, which means things are changing real rapidly. But I think they had a solar event, but I didn't get a chance to look at what was going on anyways. But definitely conditions are poor this week, but they were fantastic for the DX contest 2 weekends ago. So we'll see what happens this weekend. The home weekend is coming up here, starting in, I guess, less than 24 hours, 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So we're going to try and see if we can work some single sideband DX up on 10 meters, but I'm not going to make a real big effort like I did in the CW part of the test. By the way, we're running the TR4 CWRIT this evening with the RV4C VFO and the Shure 444 microphones and the NFET half-wave. And the NFET half-wave were more like a champ this morning because I worked those guys out on Brandon Island, 3 Bravo 7 Mike. First time I tried to work those guys at all on FT8 on 40 meters, about 7:15 this morning, and I got them on the first call, and I guess I broke through the big Japanese pileup because they had a lot of Japanese guys call out. So I don't know, I'm kind of pleased with that. 50 watts out of my 7610. Anyway, Fox and Hound mode. If you guys ever try that, it's kind of an interesting mode, but not exactly old-fashioned, gentlemanly ham radio, that's for sure. It's weak signal propagation. So let me give everybody a signal report, then I'll pass it over to Skip, who can start the rotation again. Thank you for taking the early, Skip. I really appreciate it. A little relief here for me having to do net control every week, but thanks again, Skip. And as for the start times, we may want to consider going to 8 o'clock after the daylight savings time comes back because it's going to be an hour later, as George said. And I'm thinking that will give people more time between the dinner hour and the start of net. But we can talk about that. It's no big rush because, it's not, the days aren't going to get really long for another month or so yet. So we may be able to, survive here doing 7 o'clock here for another 3 or 4 weeks. I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, Skip was 5 and 6. Jay was 5 and 7. Phil was 5.9 plus. Paul was 5.9 plus, and George, you're 5.9 plus. Nice signals all the way around. So go ahead, Skip. Why don't you take it and lead off for round 2 there? K6LG on the group. KW60.
Okay, thank you, Charles. Hang on. Very good. KW6G. And the day group, K6 little green light. Okay, time in your various endeavors there. Sounds interesting. At least you don't have the snow problems that we do in our high elevations or big and so on, descend by the Zeno Mountains. There's a surplus of snow there. And some people have literally snowed in. It's not Southern California style at all. This winter will be remembered by many, mostly for the snow. It's just unexpected. But on the other hand, if the snow melts slowly, you're going to have one of the greenest springs and pretty green summer, and less likely all those massive fires breaking out because, the plants will still have a little moisture in them. To be turned into incendiary material. equipment from the 70s and the 80s, especially VHF, UHF stuff before the 706. And they make pretty good equipment for it today. They're multi-mode transceivers in the series, what were they called? The 271, the 471, and so on. They never did make a 220 multi-mode.
Up and down.
They did make a handheld also. But ICOM has been pretty consistent, and they're fairly reliable. They're fairly well built. But like all radios, they have to periodically go in there, tighten all the grounds, and make sure that all those flat cable connectors are properly mated, so you have to plug, unplug to make sure you have good connections and all that. But that's not a major problem. In the case of the 706, there was a problem with one of the drivers. It was improperly seated, and part of it was that it dissipated more power. It probably could have used a better mounting and more thermal grease. Probably could have saved some problems. But and then the optical encoder periodically goes out. So, hey, nobody builds a perfect anything, but some things last longer than others, and ICOM can hold along with Yasso and to some degree also Kenwood, Trio Kenwood. They all have built good pieces of equipment, especially certain units. All right, let's finish this down. Jay, and for Black Hawk helicopters, at least people are getting help up there. You're not going to go drive up there, and even if it's some heavy-duty military equipment, unless you get the bulldozer and snow removal there, that's probably the only way you could reach them effectively. WB6MWL and the SwanNet, K6LGL. Yeah, K6LGL, WB6MWL. Okay, Skip. Yeah, there's quite a few people snowed in up there in Lake Arrowhead, Jake Bear, all those towns up there across Highway 18 and 330 up in there. So I think it might be that way up in around Donner Pass there too. I don't know. I saw some. I think they had Interstate 80 closed for a while there. I don't know if that opened again. I had a terrific amount of snow up there too. And Yosemite, of course, is closed too. It's we're showing that on the news. It's just I think they said there's 15 feet of snow in places there. So very unusual here. But I guess the drought. One thing is there's some of the areas out of the drought. So you got to take the good with the bad, I guess. So everybody sounding good here. Charles, your signal came up. You were kind of competing with the East Coast people there first, but your signal definitely came up there. So I'll keep it going here, and probably go for one more, I guess. So I wonder how much rain you got down there in La Mesa. You said you were out waiting in the mud, so it sounds like a lot there. N6WHK, WB6MWL.
WB6MWL, N6WHK. Well, we got quite a bit of rain. I have a total for this year so far of 4.5 or 45.3 inches of rain. That's for the whole year, and I can't tell you what I got for the storm because my machine, I didn't look at it, and it's already erased and added to the grand total. So I got quite a bit of rain. I got a lot of hail and ice came down. I thought it was kind of interesting. I'm not used to seeing that here in San Diego. We get snow, like our mountains are really pretty up there. I was up to
do some shopping, and I was up kind of high, seeing the mountains, and they were beautiful with all that white on them. But I was also very happy I was down here. I was wearing a light shirt. That was about it. Didn't have to wear a jacket or anything, so I was very happy about that. George, I found another one of those cards, so if you happen to be in the neighborhood, I'll get you one, and you can download to your computer, your radio to the card, and save it. Then download the new program, and then put it on the onto the radio, and put your whatever you got in the memories back on the radio. I normally don't do that. I normally just let the program download. It wipes the memory out, and I reprogram it, because I'm always changing the programming. Anyway, with that, I'm going to turn it on over to our neighbor by air, K2LMQ and 6WHK. Well, thank you, sir, and 6WHK. K2LMQ. Okay, good all the way around. I'm copying everybody just fine. Signals are not overly strong, but no QRM, so no problem at all here. And just enjoying the chatting, and gonna poke around here for a while and trying to get some as I said, get some CW activity in this weekend with some of the smaller rigs, like I have a Hammerland 420, which is made in 1948. It's about 15 watts, and a homebrew 6CL6, I think. I don't remember, and it runs 15 watts, and just getting the stuff ready to have a little CW enjoyment this weekend. And that's it. I'm in for one more go around, and good to hear all you gentlemen. So, over to George, W6YEC, with the busy schedule, K2LMQ.
No rest for the weary, that's for sure, Paul.
Yeah, it's going to, it is a busy time right now. I leave on the 23rd for Cuba, so I'll be gone for a week or so, there toward the end of the month. Anyway, that's the plan. And let's see, everybody's sounding good, and I didn't move my dial here, a little drifting going on, but I just copied everybody fine, so I just left the dial alone. I slipped the headphones in just to see how that was working. And also, I was playing around with the NOx filtering. Boy, that's pretty nice, Phil. Nice NOx filtering on it. And there was a little bit of southern moss coming through, so I was able to really kind of take care of that on your signal there, Charles, and copy very, very nicely. So, yeah. Whatever you guys decide to do about the time, just, we'll just go with the flow on that. I sure do like the 7 o'clock hour and all, because it just is convenient. Dinner time's over, and you get a little time to relax in between dinner and getting on the net. So, anyway, I see we had a big court decision today. Murdoch was found guilty.
I'm back.
And man, oh man, I can't even comprehend. I can't get my head around that guy. How evil operates in people in some cases. And boy, that was an evil case. And there was a lot of discussion whether they thought he was going to really get off or not, and they nailed it. So it didn't take very long either. 3 hours. Wow. I wanted to hear what OJ had some comments. I didn't get to hear what that was. I thought that'd be interesting to hear what OJ had to say. All right. Well, I don't have a whole lot more here. I've been sitting back enjoying I read through the instructions there. Phil, hey, that'd be nice if I get one, two. If I get one and put the program on there, I guess I have to see how to do that. Back up the firmware with what's on there, and of course I spent a lot of time today putting stuff in memory, and I got it working on 60 meters too, working very nicely on 60 meters. So that'd be nice if I could save the memory. I think that's one of the features of the update, to be able to do that. And some other features that looked interesting regarding keying and what have you. So I just have to study it because it's all brand new to me. All right, with that, let's tip it back up there to Charles on the TR4 CW. Sounded very nice, Charles. Take it away. KW6G, W6Y.
Between 45
and W6YEC in the group KW6G. And George, there's a really good book if you want to spend like $15 or so. It's called The Radio Today's Guide to the IC 7300. They've got one for the 7610 as well. Written by this guy, I believe this is ZL from New Zealand, who talks about how to set up the menus and what you can and you can't do with the radio. It's really helpful if you're not used to SDR radios. I've got a copy for the 7610 and for the 7300. It delves into a lot of stuff that the manual doesn't, so you just kind of see the way things should look, and he gives some recommendations for how to set the scope up and all that kind of stuff. So you might want to think about that. I think you can get it on Amazon, or DX Engineering might have it or something. I think it's like $15. It's pretty reasonable. And like I said, it just helps with a little more background. Anyways, I got a second op here in the shack here this evening. I got my cat Jake. He's on my lap. He came in and jumped up on my lap about halfway through the last round. He's looking for some love and attention. It's cold. It's a cold winter night. He's cleaner cold. He wants a warm lap to sit on. So he's just sitting here. And I'm scratching his head while I'm talking to you guys. Anyways, yeah, not much to report here. We had a good-sized rainstorm this week, about an inch and a half. So everything's nice and wet again, or damp, or I should say damp. We're going to get some more rain on Saturday. Didn't get any snow. It snowed down to 800 feet here, and we're about 100 feet. So you look up on the hills and you can see the snow, which is kind of unusual. But it was a good snow. I mean, it wasn't just a little light dusting. It really got... It rained pretty good here Tuesday and Wednesday, so it was, it wasn't no light thing. No, it wasn't Wednesday. It was Monday and Tuesday, I guess. Anyway, one day slips into the next day when you're just sitting here being retired. I can't remember what day of the week it is anymore. Anyway, I haven't seen John for a while. I wonder if he's still recording our sessions. I guess not. He should be in 9 AMI. So hopefully he'll be back in one of these days. And for the net time, I don't care what time you guys want to do the net. I'll go with the flow. If you guys want to keep it at 7, that's fine. As long as we can hear each other. That's kind of why you move the net time around when the time of the day changes, or the length of the day changes.
So this is the smartphone. I'm running a PR40. I don't know what
I'm not going to press anything. I'm just mentioning it because other nets I've been involved with are also similarly shifting to their spring or summertime. So that's the only reason I mentioned it. Let me see. Anything else I want to say? I don't think so. That's about it. I'll give it back to Skip, and he can start the next order, I guess. It's 7:45, so I guess we'll call this maybe the next one, maybe the 73 round. Anyway, go ahead, Skip. K6LGL in the group, KW6G.
W6RXK. W6RXK, welcome aboard. Speed to the BreakNet. Go ahead and pick it up and put it back to me. Hey, are you surviving there in the foothills of the Sierras? W6RXK. K6LK.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not on the way to it. But if I was, I would just think it's a lot of pop for my...
Okay, yeah, thanks, Skip. This is Steve, W6RXK over in San Andres, and just kind of popped into the shack here, and was catching the last of Paul and George, and they sound good up here in San Andreas, for sure, and whatnot. So, yeah, just catching on the news. I didn't realize they found Murdoch guilty for only 3 hours, so I'll have to watch the 10 o'clock news tonight. I was kind of following that a little bit, and was kind of wondering if there was going to be another O.J. verdict or not. But, you know, I just don't see how you could see it otherwise with all of the lies that he was telling. Anyway, beautiful day up here in San Andreas. I actually spent the day being grandpa. I babysat my 14-month-old grandson all day, and had the privilege of doing that. And, of course, that's kind of taxing a little bit, you know. You can't get anything else done. No, nothing else done. So, you know, I don't know how parents do it these days. In fact, I don't know how single parents do it. That's got to be real tough. Anyway, okay, I'm not going to keep it here. I just wanted to pop in and whatnot. So let's go over to Bill there, K6LK, W6RXK.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. W6RXK, K6L.
Maybe that's oil liquor, but it ain't much.
That swan must have gone out.
Yeah, I think it did. Anyway, I'm back. K6LK here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Steve. I think I got a bad mic cord. That's what I've got to work on. Anyway, thanks for letting me in here, guys. I'll just, Charles, John had to go to the East Coast. He's got some business to take care of there, so that's why he's not around. And, Skip, thanks for letting me in here. Just wanted to say hello to the group. Tonight I'm on the Everybody's Q5. You're still a little light there, Skip, so I don't know, maybe propagation is hitting us, but everybody else is coming in good. I'm on the 10-Tech 540 tonight, and I think I've got a bad mic connector, so I've got to work on that. But anyway, want to say hello to everybody, and Paul, you're coming in good there tonight. I think you got things working for you there, and that's good. Good to hear. Anyway, I'll turn it back there to you, Charles. I don't know who it goes to. Right now, I'm reading Buried Treasures of Arizona by Ron Quinn. Looking for buried treasures in Arizona. Well, anyway, this guy's like it goes back to 1955, so it's kind of a cool read in that regard. So back there to you, Charles, and thanks again for letting me in. And Steve, maybe we'll see you at the Loomis train station swap. It's coming up March 18th, so you might put that on your calendar. KW6G, K6LK.
Okay, very good. Now K6LK and the group KW6G. You're 5 and 9. Steve needs 5 and 9 plus. And Steve is overpowering everybody. 20 over, Steve. 20 over here in the Bay Area. I'm going to pass it back up to Skip, where he's going to start the order for the 73 round. Go ahead, Skip. K6LGL in the group KW6G.
Okay, thank you, Charles. KW6G, and welcome aboard to K6LK Bill and W6RXK. Steve Day and San Andreas. Never their fault, right? K6 Little Green Light, Santa Monica by the Bay. Okay. Well, this is going to be a winter that Southern Californians are going to remember, especially those who live in the San Gabriel and San Bernardino mountains. Collaborative and snow. That's something that they haven't had since the 80s, last century. Anything that came close to that. So, but, and it may not be over. We still scheduled a couple more storms. Hopefully they'll be on the milder side. But one thing is resolving that the reservoirs are slowly being filled. And they're not fully filled, but our drought condition will get a pretty good Let's listen to this. I'll make a pretty good dent into that. It's not going to end it, but what I'm hoping that the snow buildup in the Rockies, especially the Southern Rockies, which are throughout
40 back on, please.
the sources of Colorado River and also Rio Grande, which feeds much of New Mexico. Hopefully, they will replenish some of the groundwater there. So it may be to a benefit, but hey, the global warming and the climate change is causing some weird things on our planet, and this is just one of those things. The good thing about it is most of us will survive it, but it's going to be rough on some. So, I think I'll make this my final. Thank you very much for all of you participating, and congratulations to Steve on the grandchild. Yes, the current generation that is born, each generation faces problems, but there's some unique ones of this. And after this post-COVID thing, it's pretty rough on a lot of young couples. So, over to you there, Jay, and good luck. And hey, we'll catch up with you on the Swan net, and maybe more couple of you on the Collins net. I'll fire up the old 500 Charlie X-ray there. And I can use this as a backup. That's how it goes. So over to you there, Jay. So far, good signal from everybody, and couldn't be better, but at least the noise floor here is lower in that unit compared to where it was yesterday and the day before. So, WB6MWL in the Inland Empire. K6 Little Green Light.
WB6JKN.
Yeah, somebody was in there. I'm not sure. Was that you, Kevin? You're way down.
Yeah, that was me. I forgot to throw a switch, but yeah, that was me. Just wanted to get on the list if I may.
Okay, well, I'm going to sign out, so you can, I'm going to say 73s, and good to hear you, Kevin. Now you're loud, yeah, I could just barely hear you when you came in there. So I'll say 73. Good to hear you, Bill. And Steve, yeah, good signals tonight. The 10 tech sounds good, Bill. So take one, Kevin, and then send it over to Phil there, N6WHK, Kevin, over.
Will do. Thank you very much, Jay. Take care. 73 to you. This WA6JKN. And Kevin in good old Gilroy, by golly. Yeah, I got in here late, but just wanted to say hello and let you know I haven't forgotten you, that's for sure. Just had to take care of some other things before I can move off into the shack. So anyway, I guess this is a 73 round. I'll say 73. I heard Skip's transmission, at least the last part of it there. Good to hear you in there, Skip. I haven't heard anybody else other than Skip and Jay. So N6WHK, over to you, Phil. WA6JKN.
WA6JKN. N6WHK. Well, you're sounding good. Now that you're through your switch and got everything working right. Well, I don't have a heck of a lot this time around. Yeah, George, I have one of those cards you can have, so no problem with that. I got about 4 or 5 of them. My kid keeps sending them to me. He downloads updates and software, and being he works for the company, the Mickey Mouse Company, he always sending me programs. He don't work there anymore, but he still has he gets a lot of stuff. Anyhow, we will say adieu. It's been a pleasure, gentlemen, and I'm glad this Swan held up and didn't quit on me like it did the other night. So with that, 7-3 to everybody. Over you, Paul. K2LMQ. It's your frequency, N6WHK.
Oh, thank you,
WHK in the gang. K2LMQ, okay. Fine and dandy, good coffee all the way around. Let's see, with the latecomers, Tim and Steve and Bill and Kevin, good evening to all of you. It's been a good crowd here tonight. Anyway, glad to say hi to you. But however, I'm going to make this one my 73th and try and get myself a good night's sleep tonight. Good to hear everybody. I'll be on Saturday night. And look for you guys then or next week. So, let's see, over to you, George, if you're there, and if not, it goes to, I'm not sure who it goes to, so I'll send it over to Skip. W6YEC. Hello. Okay. Hello, W6YEC, K2LMQ 73, you guys, and be safe.
Yeah, okay, Paul, very good. Yeah, I'm here still. And needed to stay around, say hi to these latecomers, Steve and Bill and Kevin. Good to hear you guys in there. Everybody having a beautiful signal down here tonight. Kevin's playing around with a new radio. Picked up a ICOM 7300 today from somebody in town, and so just getting used to it, just familiarizing myself with it. Got it programmed. It wasn't set up very well, so I set memories and stuff there, and learning how to. Got it set up for FT8. It's actually operating, and it's got the old firmware, so we're downloading the new firmware. But I've got to get a little SD card, and we'll load it out there and get this thing updated. And so kind of interesting. I've played with them and helped other guys get theirs going on FT8 and what have you, but I wasn't thoroughly familiar with the radio, so now today gave me a lot of practice. So, not sure what I'm going to do. I might sell the 7600 and keep this for a little while, and then maybe we'll upgrade. I don't know. We'll see. But it's a thought. Lord knows I don't need another radio, but I felt like I needed to be familiar with this, and it came at a pretty good price. I felt I could go ahead and jump into it. Anyway, that's what's going on here, and so it'd be nice to do so. Thank you, Charles, for running the show. Thank you, Skip, for helping, and everybody else that participated. So everybody have a good evening. I guess, let's see, Steve came in after me, so I'm just going to send it to Steve. I guess it goes to Bill, Kevin, and then maybe that's the end of the line. So, 73 to everybody. Up there to San Andreas, W6RSK, W6YEC.
Let me just jump in and say 73 to everybody. Welcome to our friends Kevin and Steve there. So go ahead, Steve, and hey, how much snow have you gotten there at San Andreas? K6 out there. Good evening to all.
Okay, good evening to you there, Skip 73s. Yeah, Steve, W6RXK. Well, we're only at 1,000 feet here, so we don't get much snow. We got probably about a half inch of snow, and it didn't really stay long. But, you know, if you see pictures of up the hill, they got quite a bit of snow up our ski area. So we're pretty fortunate. We're right down at the level where we get snow, but then it doesn't stick. So that's kind of nice. But anyway, okay, well, thanks for letting me jump in here, and good to hear you there, Kevin, also. And let's see, Bill, yes, I will plan to see you at the Loomis train station. And Lord willing, I'll be having the horse trailer with me there, and full of, I got gear from the club that gets donated to the club that we'll be selling. Not much this year in donated goods, so there's nothing really exciting. So unless we hit something at the last minute. So we'll plan to see you, Bill. Look for the brown horse trailer for sure. and enjoy that book, Buried Treasures of Arizona. That sounds like an old-timey book for sure, so that sounds good. George, I was just wondering if that was a mission trip you're going on where you were headed, but I think maybe you're checked out, so we can find out next week. I don't know. Anyway, okay, on the TR4C here, and just gonna have a good evening here. Hit the old sack tonight after I got wore out with that 14-month-old, but definitely well worth it, and especially to get in a little Drake time tonight. So over to Bill, K6LK, W6RXK, San Andreas.
TLK, Steve, W6RXK, K6LK. I'm just kind of keeping my eye on things to make sure that this microphone cable isn't failing me. Anyway, yeah, okay, well, fine on everybody. You got a nice signal here tonight into Kelseyville, and so yeah, looking forward to meeting you there at meeting up with you at the Loomis train station. To George, I am kind of looking around. I've had an interest in an ICOM 7600, so keep me informed on that. I did have a 7300. That's a great radio, George. Really nice. You might want to play around with the EQ a little bit on it, on the microphone. I don't know what kind of mic you're using now. I know the microphone that came with it. I use that same microphone on an ICOM 9100, and I get very good audio reports, so I think that little hand mic is a good one. Of course, it's an electret, which all those small mics are. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'm looking forward to the Swan Net coming up Saturday. So Skip, we'll talk to you there. I've got the 175 operating fairly well. The AGC, whatever it is, I guess you have to ride the RF gain on those old radios. But that's got to be looked at. I don't think it has AGC, to tell you the truth. I think it's just got something to do with the front end tubes, the RF preamp. Anyway, over there to you, Kevin. Good hearing you in there tonight, and you're strong as usual. WA6, and I will say 73s to the group on this round. WA6JKN, K6LK.
J7WOC.
Yeah, I think it was, I heard a W7OWC, something like that. Why don't you go ahead and take it and turn it over to Kevin. My call is Whiskey Alpha 6, Juliet, Kilowatt, November. And I think we're in the 73 round at the moment. Over to you.
Yeah, it's Kilo Alpha 7, Whiskey Ocean Charlie. That up here north of Seattle. And I've only heard a couple of you tonight, and I know it's a 73 round here. Actually, I've shut off the Drake gear and running an ICOM 751 into a old Air Force Mars linear. Just wanted to say hi. Been listening to those of you I can hear, and back down to you, Kevin. So 73 from Kilo Alpha 7, Whiskey Ocean Charlie, Bob up in Langley, Washington.
Okay, Bob. Yeah, not too terribly strong, but Q5, that's for sure, and welcome aboard. And let's see, given that it's a 73 round, I don't have much more to add. I did check in late, and George, congratulations on the 7300. That's a nice radio. I think that's probably one of the best radios that ICOM ever came out with. And that's being said from a 7610 owner. You know, all the additional features on a 7610, like the second receiver and dual watch and stuff like that. There's some other things on there that the 7300 doesn't have. It's you know, if you were a contester and all that kind of stuff, yeah, it'd probably be advantageous. I do like the one thing I do like about the 7610 is it has the server built in, so you can hook it directly to the LAN. and operate remote, whereas the 7300 does require a desktop computer or laptop computer or what do they call those things? Some kind of a Windows-based computer system like a Raspberry Pi or something like that. But once you get that set up, it's seamless. It's no big deal. All right, 73, and I'm not even sure who I turned it over to. I think I turned it over to Phil. Phil, if you're still there, go ahead and pick it up. And if not, I guess that's the end of it, I think. So 73, everybody, thanks for being there. Thanks for letting me in. N6WHK, WA6JKN is clear.
WA6JKN, N6WHK. I was just listening out. I don't know how strong I am, but I turned the amplifier off already. Anyway, I want to say 73, gentlemen, been a pleasure. Hope to hear you next week. Hope to hear you on Saturday night on the Swan Get Together. Skip, thank you for starting this off. And with that, I'll do say goodbye. 73, gentlemen, November 6th. Whiskey Hotel Kilo, we're clear.
N6WHK is KW6G. Thanks, Phil. And thanks, Kevin. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by this evening. So your participation and interest is always appreciated. And I'll mention one more thing about 7300, that the battery that runs the clock on those things goes dead after a couple of years. And replace them is a real pain because they're soldered in place. I don't know what guys figured that out. I don't know why they couldn't put it in a battery socket, but they didn't. Anyways, so mine's dead, and it won't keep time. The clock won't keep time when the radio's off. So that's the only real kind of, small disappointment, I should say. Anyways, everybody take care, and we'll see you back here again next week at the same time, 7 o'clock or maybe a little earlier for the next edition of the Drake West Coast Net. Close the net, turn the frequency of normal amateur use, and I'd like to thank Skip for doing the net tonight. It's really, really nice to be able to sit back and just relax and listen. Thanks again, Skip. 73s, everybody. Take care. Have a safe week and a good weekend. KW6G will be clear.